Dad Coaster Company.
Holiday World and Splash and Safari, located in Santa Claus, Indiana, is one of America's best family-owned amusement and water parks. This park has been open for over 75 years now and has created so many different memories for many families across Indiana, the Midwest, and including my own family, since this is my home park. Since 1995, Holiday World has pushed out 5 awesome roller coasters that cater to different thrill levels. In that year, Holiday World opened up its first major wooden roller coaster, the Raven. The Raven is an 80-foot tall CCI wooden roller coaster that sits right next to the park front gate. This coaster has a really fun layout as it goes right along Holiday World's parking lot, right next to the lake, and through the woods. Just 4 years later, Holiday World opened up Howler, its Kitty Zamperla family coaster. Just 1 year after Howler opened, in the year 2000, Holiday World opened the Legend, the Raven's younger but bigger brother, another CCI wooden coaster. The Legend beats out Raven in many different categories as it's taller, faster, and a longer ride. 6 years after the Legend opened, in the year 2006, Holiday World opened up one of the greatest wooden roller coasters in the entire world. This ride really needs no introduction, that is the Voyage. Although the Raven and the Legend are both great wooden roller coasters, the Voyage just made these roller coasters look quite silly. Voyage is such a long ride that its track length is almost as long as both the Raven and the Legend's track lengths combined. Unlike Raven and Legend, the Voyage was manufactured by the Gravity Group instead of CCI. After the opening of Voyage, it took Holiday World almost 10 years to open up their next roller coaster. In 2015, the park opened up its first ever steel roller coaster, Thunderbird, a launching B&M wing coaster. Yes, Thunderbird was a breath of fresh air as it was the park's, again, first steel roller coaster. It also provided many different elements that the other coasters could not provide, such as a launch, inversions, and an overall smooth ride. It cost $22 million to build this roller coaster, and sadly, Holiday World has not added a new coaster since the year 2015. It is quite understandable that the park has probably been recovering financially from this since they are a family-owned theme park. This park really is due though for a new coaster. Holiday World has continued to make updates to their park though, and their water park as well, as they added the world's first launching water coaster in the year 2020, Cheetah Chase. Over the last year, the park has even added housing for their employees, so it's not like the park is doing absolutely nothing. Don't worry enthusiasts, the drought could be over soon. As many know, Holiday World has begun doing some work over in the former Pilgrims Plunge area. This area seems like it would be the perfect spot for a new addition as well as a new coaster to the park. As this work began, many began to speculate what was going on in the area. Unfortunately, the official Holiday World podcast squashed any rumors of a new coaster coming to the area.
To our other piece of Howopo feedback from James Bean on Facebook, he said, I hope this rumor ends up being true, everybody. It's the Screamscape thing. For those of you enthusiasts, I'm sure you've been watching intently ever since you saw the Screamscape post. Where do we begin? There is some work being done in the former Pilgrims Plunge area. We're just trying to beautify over there right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's going to be some really nice looking grass.
I was going to say, has Kathy ordered the landscaping for that area yet?
We're working on it. Yeah.
Yep.
And the fence is there, to keep everybody safe and out of that area. It's been there for a while.
Yep.
Anytime a fence goes up, that adds speculation.
Absolutely. So I think some of the ACE people, especially American Coaster enthusiasts, might know that we've been doing an update on Fence Watch for the last couple of years. Mostly because people kept asking me about the eyesore that was the former Pilgrims Plunge area. And I answered them and I said,
That's
yes,
fair.
We're putting up a fence.
And we're planting grass.
And bonus, now we're planting grass.
Ooh.
You're welcome, everybody.
Although I do think this is a cover-up and I think something big is possibly coming to this area, what if it doesn't? What if they truly are just doing landscaping over there? It seems we will definitely have to play the waiting game to see what happens here. If Holiday World doesn't build a new coaster in this area, what if they went the RMC route? The park has 3 wooden roller coasters and all 3 are already almost 20 years old at least each. All 3 coasters have fantastic layouts and they use their terrain to their advantage, and RMC would be able to do some fantastic things with these rides. Out of these 3 coasters, let's start with Voyage. Voyage definitely does not need the RMC treatment. Although the RMC treatment would make this ride absolutely bonkers, the Voyage is already absolutely bonkers by itself. The Voyage alone, again, is already one of the world's greatest wooden roller coasters. It has been this way for almost 20 years now, ever since it opened. Holiday World also continues to take great care of this coaster during the off-season. The coaster also just recently had some retracking done as well. So I think the easy answer is, Voyage is out on the RMC treatment. That just leaves us with Raven and Legend. Both great candidates for the RMC treatment. There are many people out there that think Raven is a better coaster than Legend. Both coasters possess really fun layouts. I think Legend's layout is a bit more intense though. I think RMC would have a lot of fun with Legend's layout as it already possesses several different tunnels, a helix, and a double down already. Not to mention you're flying through the woods too throughout most of the layout as well. When you first pull out of the station on Legend, I think RMC would be able to use one of their little fun pre-lift hill sections where they use bunny hills or something like that. With Raven though, it would be interesting to see what they would do with this layout. I think RMC could do something interesting with the first turn by the lake. Other than that, Raven is just a bunch of airtime hills and turns through the woods. I don't know what else RMC would do with this. One cool thing though is, again, Raven sits right next to the front gate of the park. So what better advertising mechanism to use than to have an RMC right smack dab in the front of your park? Again, a lot of people think Raven is the better coaster than Legend. Many people think Legend is just too rough as well. In my personal opinion, I think I'm taking Legend as the winner of the RMC treatment sweepstakes in this video. If Legend was to get the RMC treatment, that would push Holiday World's coaster lineup to the next level. It would also make their lineup more versatile as it would give them a hybrid coaster. So if this was to happen at Holiday World, along with them getting a brand new roller coaster, that would just be a home run hit out of the park. With the way Holiday World has been in the last 10 years, I don't see them getting both of these things. I only see them maybe getting one of the two. Especially with what's going on with the former Pilgrims Plunge land, I see it more likely being a brand new roller coaster. But who knows, maybe Holiday World has something up their sleeve that we don't see. I think the park will get a new coaster either before or the year of their 80th anniversary. Let me know in the comments which coaster at Holiday World you think deserves the RMC treatment. Also, let me know what your favorite coaster is at Holiday World. And check out my video on what I think Holiday World's next coaster should be. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you wouldn't mind, please leaving a like, comment, and subscribe to the Dad Coaster Co. YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Also, check out the Dad Coaster Co. podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. See you guys.